get there. What'd I say? This guy is rolling it today. What's going on, guys? MoneyMillsLocks here from Instagram. I'm gonna be taking you guys through the course, teaching you what I do for the first round and how I adjust for the rest of the week. For me, of course, first round leader is where we can really boost the balance, right out of the gate.
And here's a man who's on a hot streak. Many have picked him to play well this week, Matthew Fitzpatrick.
You're coming in here with 4 straight top 8s.
Because we have Fitz, plus 3,500, first round leader. That was a big birdie. So, 11th hole, 20 feet, Fitz, Drano, -4. He's one back of Batia. Batia's in the bunker on this hole. I think that it's the juice, right? I think that over a 4-day, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint, but if you can start quick and boost your units right off the bat, I mean, essentially the rest of the week is free. Yeah, he's got to play short of that bunker. That's the smart play. Just get up and down. He's a great chipper. So today I picked 4 guys that I really liked, sprinkled 2 units across that, 0.5 on each. So we're in really good shape. We also have Ben Griffin. Let's not forget about him. He's -2 through 3 holes. So he's another guy that we got at plus 4,000. So we're feeling good. This is probably one of the easier pins too. Sloping down, sloping this way. Every week is different. It's a 2-unit max on first round leaders. That's what I always suggest. So whether you're going 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 guys, I wouldn't go above that budget. We got 2 guys, Harry Hall and Batia, both -4. Currently playing the 13th hole, and then we got Fitz on the tee at -4. So right now, these are the guys that are leading the tournament. These are the guys that I'm sweating. A bogey here and there would be nice. And then we're walking to 14th with par 3, which is honestly going to be a make or break for this tournament. So we're going to watch those shots, and then we're going to watch Fitz come through. And hopefully by then, Fitz will be -6.
Yeah, Hall short right, just short of the bunker. Did it actually fly it? Is that what happened?
I think he just...
Why are you worried about Batia?
He likes to go low. Batia's that guy. He just hits a lot of stickers. 3 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet. He's one of those guys that likes to go low, and he has a good track record of round 1. So typically, if you look at the top 10 guys on the leaderboard, 6 to 7 of them come from the morning wave. You may have a guy that goes out in the afternoon and goes nuts, but primarily I like to target guys that go off early, especially here. Beat the heat. Greens are perfect, right? They're going to be making more putts. So it's advantageous to go off in the morning in conditions like this.
Look at the heat coming off the ground behind Fitzpatrick as he dials one in at 16.
Yeah, so Fitz is dead, unfortunately. Especially when he was -3 through 3. That looked like a pretty good start.
Listen, you need to get off to the hot start, then you need to be like Harry Hall and just make every single putt.
You need to make the putts. And you can't come to par 5s when there's only 2 par 5s on the course and leave with a par.
Here's the thing. I'm glad he did this to you now, because you would be so mad when Chris Kirk comes out and shoots a 62. Think about how furious you would be all day. Hey, I'm winning. Oh, here's Pat's guy. He won all the money.
It's possible it's all meant to be when Jagger comes out 100 to 1 this afternoon and posts -8.
That record would have fallen if he had more holes to play, because he is feeling it right now. He really is. Great playing. What a group.
Absolutely. Harry Hall getting a shout out, Batia as well.
First round is hard because you don't know what's going on with them, versus in rounds 2, you can adjust, right? You can see how they played. You can see, if they were +2 on the day, like how did they lose their strokes? Or they just have a bad putting day, and then you can adjust for Friday. And what's nice about that is that the odds also adjust, right? So if a guy goes out there and you see that he lost 2 strokes putting because he missed from 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, you're probably not going to miss those the next day, but the odds will adjust. And then he'll go from, let's say -110 to +120, because the books only look at his score the previous day, where he's probably going to come out and play very well on that Friday. So there's an opportunity for you to smack on the Friday. Justin Rose is -3 through 8 holes.
Wyndham Clark's -3 as well.
Which is ironic because we shared a hotel with him, or not a hotel, an elevator with him yesterday at the hotel. He looked rough, honestly. He looked like he was grinding, but that's golf. You could grind all day yesterday. Overall mentality is I try to stay within a budget, right? You look at a tournament, it's a course of 4 days. So if you look at it in terms of other sports, right, you have futures, for football, which could be a whole season. This is like a mini future over 4 days. So it's a marathon, not a sprint. So every day you should allocate a specific budget to each day. So first day, again, I always try to sprinkle on first round leaders because again, if you hit one of those, it pays for the rest of your weekend essentially. And then if you hit anything else Friday through Sunday, it's just more money in the pocket. So definitely do that. And but also too, because it's so hard to hit a first round leader, honestly, it's, you know, a lot of it has to do with luck. Everything needs to go the right way, but you can take those picks and play them, you know, first round top 5 or first round top 10. So if you feel really good about someone, you can take them to win first round, but you can also take them, you know, a ladder bet, which is like top 5, top 10, and top 20. Matchup parlays is a really great way to start the week. You know, pick a few guys, pick a few horses. If they're playing well, great course history, stack those together and start off the week with a nice matchup parlay.
Looking at the first round and it's over, do you adjust based on how you did in the first round, or do you stick to your guns and say, I think this is working for the weekend?
Yeah, I like to say that the picks are never bad. It's just the result that doesn't kind of go the way that I want it to. So what I typically do is I'll look at the guys, I'll understand where did they lose strokes, where was there room for improvement going into Friday. And it's amazing at how many times when guys who I pick on a Thursday who don't pull it off end up playing really great on the Friday. Because the pick was there, it's just maybe something didn't go well, right? Maybe they weren't putting well that day. Maybe they're losing strokes through the, you know, they've left it in a bunker in one hole, turned that in from a par to a double bogey. And just understanding that and applying that to my Friday bets.
Is it usually important to stay stubborn usually?
So I think there's 2 ways to look at it, right? If you have a guy that messes up your parlay on a Thursday, do you really want to put him again in a Friday? So then it goes, you know, mind games. You need to remove the emotional aspect of it a little bit and just understand the data, understand your picks, and understand that you know what you're doing. But often what I'll do is I like to split it up, morning wave and afternoon wave. Sometimes I'll go, you know, 3 or 4 guys in the morning. So that way, if I need to reload or adjust for an afternoon wave, I have the opportunity to do so versus spreading it out throughout the day. So when you have 2 guys teeing off on the first hole, right? One guy's gonna be the favorite and one guy's gonna be the underdog, right? But that goes out the window as soon as they put the peg in the ground. You see a guy, hits it right, flares it right, and then, you know, makes a bogey on the first hole. It's statistically proven that a guy who makes a bogey on the first hole tends to go low after the fact. If you look at all the come from behind winners on a Sunday, the guys who have come back from 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots, actually made bogey on the first hole and then went crazy the rest of the round.